Hello and welcome to the Street Crime UK YouTube channel. Please don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe. Today we take a look at the case of two dentists who were blackmailed by a nymphomaniac call girl who had been jailed for threatening to expose them to their families. Amelia Horn, who was 24, had sex with both men and threatened to reveal the details of their secret ties if they did not pay her. With the help of accomplices Luke Burton and Loretta Isaac, Miss Horn, who was 24, had gotten £16,500 out of the two victims, who were both terrified of being exposed. She used the name Logan Montoya, and although she was 23 at the time, she later claimed to be only 17 and threatened to expose them for having underage sex. Police recovered mobile phone footage of the three plotters celebrating after the first victim transferred a total of £10,000 into Miss Horn's account. They were seen on film leaping around and hugging each other before Miss Isaac put her face up to the camera and yelled, "Blackmail, blackmail." Teesside Crown Court was told. Rupert Doswell, prosecuting, said professional man A was a dentist. He is married with children. He became involved with Amelia Horn, who was working as an escort, and he paid her for sex. She said she was 23 and from Middlesbrough, and he met her 5 or 6 times. On one occasion, she visited him at his place of work and received dental work. On August the 11th last year, a couple of months later, Mr. A received a message on his mobile phone from Miss Horn demanding £5,000. He was distraught and thought she would ruin him, his career, his family, and so he paid the £5,000. Then, on November the 29th, he was at work when he received a call from a man saying he was a relative of Amelia Horn. It was in fact Luke Burton. He told Mr. A he was aware that he had been seeing Logan Montoya, which was an alias used by Miss Horn. He told Mr. A that she was underage, and that if he didn't pay £10,000, he would go to the press and turn up at his house and speak to his wife and family. Mr. A paid him the money. Mr. Doswell said a second victim was also a dentist who had found Miss Horn after looking for a female companion online, visiting an adult website on his iPad at the home in November of last year. He found Logan, who appeared to be in her 20s, and they arranged to meet for sex in a property in Sunderland. After he'd paid her £200, Miss Horn leapt onto the bed with him and performed oral sex on him, later asking him several times what he did for a living. He left after 90 minutes, but began to receive texts from Miss Horn, one of them saying she desperately needed £1,500 for building work on her home. He agreed to pay her cash in return for sexual favours, which she agreed to. Each time he contacted her afterwards, she made excuses not to meet. She later asked for a further £2,500, which he refused, but he did give her £250. Mr. B was called by Luke Burton on the same day that he threatened the first victim. He demanded £5,000, saying he would expose Mr. B for having sex with a minor and would give his story to the newspapers, even suggesting the headline, "Depraved dental surgeon pays 17-year-old for sex." The second victim went to the police and told them what had happened, leading to Miss Horn, Mr. Burton and Miss Isaac being arrested. In a police interview, Miss Horn said of her victims, "To be honest, these men make me sick. They pay me for unprotected sex. I just wanted to scare them, you know." She had described herself as a nymphomaniac in press interviews in the past. Miss Horn of Stockton Tees and Mr. Burton, 31, of Pool Farm Road, Birmingham, both admitted blackmail. Miss Isaac, who was 24, of Oakland Road, Birmingham, admitted possession of criminal items. Miss Horn and Mr. Burton were each jailed for 30 months, whilst Miss Isaac, Mr. Burton's girlfriend at the time of the offences, was given a 12-month sentence suspended for 2 years. Rachel Dyson for Miss Horn said she accepts responsibility for these offences and understands that the consequences and impact on the two gentlemen involved. She's had a baby since the offences took place and had proven herself to be a good mother, said Miss Dyson, and asked that she be put in a prison with a baby unit. Thank you for joining us today. What are your opinions on the crimes committed by Miss Horn, Mr. Burton and Miss Isaac? Do you think the sentence was too harsh or not harsh enough? Please let us know what you think in the comments below. Thank you for joining us today. If you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like and share, and if you're new to the channel and you want to see more Street Crime UK content, hit subscribe and press that bell so you can join us on the next video. Thank you for joining us, and until next time, stay safe.